What do you do every single day when nobody is watching? What keeps you going when you fail again and again? Did you know there was a girl in Bihar who tried 11 times at singing auditions before she got famous? And she almost gave up forever. You know what stopped her? Her father asked one simple question. What if I told you she became famous overnight at just 18 years old? On Facebook, on YouTube, millions of people. But then she did something crazy. She left everything behind at 25 to enter politics. Can you imagine doing that? Everything you worked for, everything you built, and you just walk away. But this is not the story of someone giving up. This is a story of someone so brave that she kept changing. She kept growing. She kept choosing harder things. Her name is Maithili Thakur, and her story will make you understand what real courage looks like. Stay with me, because you are about to find out everything. Let me take you back to a small village, Benipatti, in Madhubani, Bihar, a place where music lived in the air. Maithili was born on July 25, 2000. Her father's name was Ramesh Thakur. He was a music teacher. Her mother was Bharati. Her home was full of songs. Every morning, every night, music was not a hobby. Music was their life. She had two younger brothers, Rishabh and Ayachi. Her grandfather was Pandit Biharilal Thakur, a famous musician and artist. Her family breathed music the way other families breathed air. But here is the thing that changed everything. When Maithili was just 4 years old, her grandfather started teaching her to sing. 4, think about that. Most kids play with toys. She was learning ragas, learning classical music. Her small voice did something special. Her father heard it. He saw something. He saw a star. And her father made a decision. When she was 6 years old, he moved the entire family to Delhi. From a small village to a big city. Why? Because he believed in his daughter. Because he knew she could become more. In Delhi, they lived in Dwarka. She went to Bal Bhavan International School and she continued singing every single day. After school, before school, every moment. But listen to this. The auditions started when she was 11. She tried for Zee TV's Little Champs. Nothing happened. She tried for Sony TV's Indian Idol Junior. Nothing happened. She tried for Saregamapa. Again, nothing. Can you feel that? Rejection after rejection. As a young girl, in front of judges, in front of cameras. What was going through her mind? Did she think maybe my father was wrong? Maybe I am not good enough? Most kids would have quit. They would have said, Papa, I am tired. I do not want to sing anymore. But she did not. She kept going. She performed at Jagrans. She performed at stage shows. She sang at every event her father organized. And here is the important part. She did not just sing, she practiced. She studied other singers. She learned their techniques. She made her voice better and better every single day. Every audition taught her something new. Then, in 2016, something clicked. She was 16 years old. She entered a competition called iGenius Young Singing Star, and she won. This was her first big win. She released an album called Ya Rabba with the Universal Music, but it was not viral yet. It was not YouTube famous. It was just a beginning. She had won once, so she believed she could win again. The next year changed everything. 2017. She tried for Rising Star. This was the biggest singing show in India. The judges were famous. The competition was real. The show was live on television. She performed her heart out. She sang Om Namah Shivaya in that final. And people felt it. The judges felt it. The audience felt it. But this is the painful part. She came second. She was the runner-up. She lost by just 2 votes. 2 votes. Think about that. All that work, all that pain, all those years of auditions, and she lost. What happened next? She could have cried at home, she could have felt angry, she could have doubted herself, But something different happened. Yes, she did not win the show, but millions of people saw her on that show. They heard her voice, and they did something she never expected. They went to YouTube, they went to Facebook, they searched her name, and they watched her videos again and again. She did not win the show, but she won the internet. Her brothers Rishabh and Ayachi started making videos with her, singing folk songs, singing devotional songs, singing in Maithili language, in Bhojpuri, in Hindi, in Marathi. And this is crazy. Videos that were uploaded for fun, they got millions of views. Millions! Her voice touched something deep in people. The way she sang old folk music, the way she kept tradition alive, the way she sang with her brothers. Families watched them together. Young people learned their own culture from her. She became a celebrity, not because she won a show, but because she was real. She was authentic. She was beautiful in her simplicity. But here is where it gets interesting. Maithili did not forget where she came from. She did not forget Madhubani art. She did not forget that she was named after the Mithila region. She started promoting Madhubani painting through her music. She became the brand ambassador of Madhubani art in 2019. The Election Commission of India gave her this honor. Her brothers were brand ambassadors too. Together they were keeping their culture alive. They were teaching the world about Bihar, about their tradition, about the beauty of folk music. Every video was a lesson. Every song was a story. But here is what you need to understand. She was growing. Her fame was growing. But something else was growing too. A feeling inside her. A dream bigger than singing. In 2024, something shifted. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave her an award, Cultural Ambassador of the Year award. She had won the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar. She was recognized by the government. She was respected. She was loved. But she wanted to serve her country in a different way. In October 2025, just a few months ago, she made a shocking decision. She joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. She stepped away from music. She stepped into politics. At 25 years old, the youngest candidate, she contested from Alinagar in Madhubani, her home state, her home district. And on November 2025, she won. She got more than 84,000 votes. She won by a margin of 11,730 votes. She became a member of the Bihar Legislative Assembly. She became an MLA. She went from singing songs to singing hymns about serving people. And if this story is touching your heart and making you think, that is exactly what we wanted. You're watching because you want to learn from real people who did real things, who faced real struggles and real wins. Thank you for giving your time to this story. If you loved learning from Maithili's journey, please subscribe right now for more stories like this. These stories change lives and improve your English at the same time. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next incredible story. Let me tell you what makes her story so important and why you should care. When Maithili was rejected 11 times before Rising Star, she did not give up. She did something smarter. She practiced harder. She learned more. She made herself better. That is lesson number 1. Rejection is not about you. It is about the opportunity not being right. The next one will be, she tried again and again until something worked. You see, what she really did was turn pain into practice. And here is how you do it in your life. Next time you fail at something, don't think, I am bad. Think, I am learning. Ask yourself what I can do better and then do it. That's simple. Lesson number 2. She stayed true to her culture. When YouTube gave her millions of followers, she could have changed. She could have sung Bollywood songs. She could have chased money. But she sang Maithili folk music. She sang her roots. She made her tradition famous. Why does this matter? Because the world needs your authentic voice, not a copy of someone else, not what you think people want. Your real voice, your real story, your real culture. When you do that, millions of people will follow you. Because real is rare. Lesson number 3, and this is the big one. Never think you're done growing. Maithili became very successful. She was famous, she was loved, she could have stayed in that comfortable place forever. But she did not. She saw a bigger game. She saw that she could serve more people. She could make bigger changes. So at 25, when everything was perfect, she left it all. She entered politics. She took a new risk. She started learning a new skill. She became uncomfortable again. That is real courage. Not being afraid to start over. Not being afraid to be bad at something new. Not being afraid to lose what you already have for something you believe in more. The most important thing most people miss is this: her family. Her father never stopped believing. Her mother never stopped supporting. Her brothers kept playing tabla while she sang. Her grandfather showed her the way. Without them, she is nothing. And you can't do anything alone either. You need people, you need support. You need someone to believe when you don't believe in yourself. Look around right now. Who is that? Who is that person in your life? Tell them thank you today. Remember when I asked you all those questions at the beginning? What keeps you going when you fail? What stops you from giving up? Maithili has the answer. She did not win Rising Star by 2 votes, but she won something bigger. She won millions of hearts. She won respect. She won the chance to serve. And now she is doing it as an MLA. She started with nothing but a dream. A family that believed, a voice that was true, and a heart that never stopped trying. So here is my last question for you. Your story is also waiting. What will you do today to start writing it? Will you be like Maithili? Will you keep going? Will you try again? Will you stay authentic? Will you believe? They started with nothing but a dream. So can you. Not tomorrow, today, right now. Start moving, start believing, start becoming. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story.